I'm Kirsty. Thank you for your interest in opening your own Usborne pop-up bookshop. I just wanted to take a few minutes to explain a bit about how it works and what we do, and hopefully it can help you decide whether it's the right opportunity for you and your family. So, a little bit about me. I joined about a year ago. I thought about it for a few months actually. I also have a job. I work in a job share as a store manager, and I wasn't really sure if I'd have time. I've got two girls, Amelia and Molly, so obviously there's a lot going on, and I just didn't know, as I say, if I'd have the time for it. But I thought about it. I love the books. I always have. I've always had them since Amelia was tiny. And with her going to school, I wanted to be able to have some more books, and the free books really appealed to me, to be able to get lots more books for her to really help her in that transition. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it and see what happens. And what happened was, after a few months, I had a couple of people wanting to join in. And I so I became a mentor, and then I quite quickly became a team leader. Which was really exciting, and I really enjoy working in a team, working together, sharing ideas, opportunities, bouncing things around. And I recently promoted to group leader, so yeah, I haven't looked back basically. So what have we got to offer? You probably know that's not my sort of board book sensory range. I've got a unicorn for girls, obviously, but there's a lot available. So you may well know about sort of some of the younger children's board books, things like that we have, which are amazing. But you might not know that we have over 3,000 products, including everything up to young adult fiction. This is one I'm reading at the moment, and I can recommend. And lots in between. So every time you sell a book, you get 24% commission on that book. There's no minimum sales you have to do to qualify for that. That's everything you sell. If you put together an order of £120 or more, and that can be from lots of little orders put together, it doesn't have to be one person, then you also get the free book allowance, which in my opinion is the best bit. So you get 10% of the order value in books of your choice. In your first 6 weeks though, that's 20%. So that's how I sort of collected really quite quickly for the girls, lots of the books that we've got. So I think that's fab. You can keep them for your family, you can gift them away to other people, or you can sell them on. They're your books, so you can sell them on at full price if you want to, and then obviously that's 100% profit. And on those orders, you also have the opportunity to pick up to 4 half-price books, which is, again, obviously great value. And we have so many in our range. So this is magic painting. So basically, you've got these black and white pages, but when you paint over them with water, they become these bright, vivid pages. But the great thing is the real quality. All of our books are just such good quality. So we have this flap at the back that you can fold out and put in between, so that the water doesn't seep between the pages. Or alternatively, you can just tear them out and use them individually. Another one that we have is like this fingerprint range. So again, this is a dinosaur, but I think we've got animals, bugs, there's all sorts, Poppy and Sam. We've got things like this, so we can really support children and families with not just reading, but also things like writing. So it's got sort of prompts for ideas for stories. It's got all sorts of vocabulary to help them sort of broaden their language, and it's ring bound, so it lays flat onto writing, which is helpful. Where can you take these books? Where can you take your pop-up shop? So for me, has to fit in with my family, as I said. So it's always been places I go with the girls anyway. So I set up to do a monthly story time at a soft play we've always gone to, so that again they can come and be a part of it and have fun. I do last summer. We've got a working farm that opens in the holidays. And then they've got like a tea barn. It's really beautiful. Lots of like, you know, it's fenced in space. So I set up there and the girls can come. So I think it really can fit in with your family. You could do it at baby groups, toddler groups, baby massage, football club, dance lessons. I know people who do them at leisure centres, hospital pop-up shops work really well. And some people might want to do them on their own, maybe at a weekend, more of a craft fair or something like that, because it's actually their me time, and that's fine. It's whatever works for you. And every time I go to an event, I want to show you this one. This is Poppy and Sam, actually. So Poppy and Sam have the little yellow duck to find on every page. The Farmyard Tales. So that's a bit of a classic range, but this series, I've got little wind-up toys that go around on the tracks within the book. So every time I do an event like that, I always get one out, lay it flat. It always brings people over, and I always sell them. So again, they're sort of one that people don't necessarily know we have. Another place, obviously, is online. It's a huge part of our business. Again, it's one that I tend to focus on because from a time point of view. So when you join, you get a free website, which is fab, personalised to you. But obviously you can sell on social media, you can sell on buy and sell groups. There's lots of apps now, sort of mum apps, community apps. It's not just limited to your Facebook page. There's so many opportunities, and it's your business your way. So any ideas you have, you run your business how and where you enjoy, basically, and how it works for you. An exciting one, I think, is schools and nurseries. So there's lots we can offer schools and nurseries. Firstly, obviously, the books. We can provide lots of free books for them, and there's lots of books they like to have. So this is one of the first ones from the reading programme. So I use these with my daughter. The good thing about them, I think, and she thinks, more to the point, is that particularly on these younger books, there's sort of a section for the adult to read as well as a section for the child to read. You can see the bigger text there. And that's worked really well for Amelia because she thinks it's very unfair if she has to read the whole book by herself. She prefers to take turns. They also have little, if I can find it, quizzes in the back. Like little puzzles. And the other great thing about our books is lots of them have got quick links, which is activities online. So for example, this one's got activity sheet, word banks, all fitting in with phonics, how the schools teach phonics, basically. This is a phonics reader, so these are really popular, really age elastic, so they can be shared, as bedtime stories with younger ones, but then actually as they get to reading, they read them independently, and they're sort of quite light-hearted, engaging stories. And again, the added value of our books, things like the QR code, so you can actually hear it being read aloud. So those are both popular with schools. This one is an example of one that has teachers' resources. So it's a really lovely book for a child, high sort of picture to text ratio. I think this is lovely. From a teacher's point of view, we have a whole resource pack that comes along with this. So when you join, you get access to that. And I think that's a real selling point for our books, are the extras that you sort of get with it and making teachers' lives easier. And that's not only in fiction books, we also have STEM books. So science, technology, engineering and maths, non-fiction, Lift the Flap, and also mental health. We have a growing range actually of mental health books for children and young people. So it's not just primary schools that our books are for, it's also secondary. And yeah, so we've got lesson plans as well as activity sheets available, and these are services that we can offer schools to really try and build that relationship. So it's not just the free books, it's also building a relationship with them and supporting them, and the work's done for you. It's all there for you to access, for you just to sort of support the school with. So those are some of the places we can work and some of the benefits we have. So how do you join? You get your starter kit, basically. So in your starter kit, you get 18 books. I've shown you 10 of them already. So hopefully that shows you that when your starter kit comes, it's very exciting because obviously they are amazing books, but it also gives you straight away examples that you can show schools. If you wanted to just go straight away and do a pop-up store to a baby or toddler group, you've got things that you can show. You also in that kit get catalogues, leaflets, you get order forms, you get your free website, personalised website, as well as obviously the training, having a mentor, support. So Usborne's a really established, reputable brand. It's been around 40 years next year. And they, as well as obviously I said, we've got the whole bank of resources. It's like a treasure trove because there's all your teachers' resources, school resources, there's activity sheets, colouring competitions, bookmarks. There's loads that you can sort of print out and share with your customers, and all the hard work's done for you. Images, things like that, loads of it. But there's also the, training that they give you. So they send you emails sort of regularly, not overloading you, but, helping you and supporting you in your journey. So that's the first thing from more the Usborne side. And then you get a mentor. So I potentially could be your mentor, if you like. The way we work in my group is I'm a group leader. There's 2 group leaders and at the moment 5 team leaders in our group. And because we all have, like I say, I work 3 days a week, there's a couple of teachers, there's someone who's homeschooling, one person who's made it her full-time job, one person who's doing a master's degree. So because we all have different things going on, we work together to provide, hopefully, a wealth of different experience. So obviously the 2 teachers are really great because they can sort of share their knowledge and understanding of what schools are looking for. Mentoring is more part of my day job, so hopefully I sort of support that area. And I think it's a really exciting group to be a part of because we've got some experienced organisers, people joining with fresh ideas. So it's sort of, and we do a daily Q&A in the morning and in the evening, and obviously you get my phone number and you can contact me as well as your mentor. But I just think it was a real surprise to me how collaboratively we worked together, and how we shared ideas, tips, resources. So I just think if you, whatever the reason you decided to join, if you then decided you wanted to share the opportunity, obviously not only do you get the benefit of this, but your team get the benefit of it as well. And it really is sharing the workload so that it can fit around you and your family. And I think that's invaluable. So in your starter kit, you're getting this 18 books, which are amazing, your website, your catalogues, your brochures, training from Usborne, and a real support group that's quite established now. I'm really collaborative, and I think, like I say, a really exciting place to be, and I think that's invaluable. And you're getting all of that for £48. I don't know how many businesses, like genuine businesses, you could start up with like a £48 investment. And as I said, you can see, hopefully, from, I've only shown you 10 books, but hopefully you can see from them that it really opens up opportunities from day one. So I think that's it from me. I think that's the main sort of overview that I could give you. I hope it's helped you have a bit of insight. We do have an information group if you would like to be a part of it. Please let me know. And really, just over to you. Feel free to let me know your thoughts, your ideas. As I say, it's your business, your way. So over to you. Let me know. I'm here to answer any questions. And I'm excited to hear from you. Thank you.